Recently at the Geneva Auto Show, Audi introduced their most powerful vehicle to date, and that's the R8 with a V10 Plus, putting out 610 horsepower. Well, prior to that, the most powerful car in their lineup actually had 4 doors. This is the Audi RS7. It has 560 horsepower, 0 to 60 under 4 seconds. It's got tons of room. You know, this German muscle car could be the ultimate family hauler. What does the RS7 have common with the Mercedes E63 AMG, the Porsche Panamera Turbo, the Cadillac CTS-V, or the SRT Charger Hellcat? Well, they all have 4 doors and 500 plus horsepower. Hot sedans like this are becoming more and more popular, and why not? The RS7 from the outside doesn't stray too far from its A and S7 siblings. You have the signature Audi LED treatment, but the front mesh grille is blacked out for a little more sinister look. There are subtle RS badges around to remind you that this is really a special car. And of course, the red RS brake calipers are a sure giveaway. This one is equipped with a carbon fiber package, and there's no shortage of it anywhere. The rear valence is a really nice touch with large exhaust tip openings. The RS7 comes standard with 21-inch wheels, but since we're just coming out of the winter season, this one still has its 20-inch winter tires. The hatch is back, and that's where it's at. Well, on this fastback, it really is a handy hatch. As long as you're not carrying anything too tall, you can fit tons in here, and if you need more room, just fold down the rear seats. If you're familiar with Audi interiors, you will not be disappointed in this interior. Right away, you notice these beautiful quilted seats with the RS7 logo in the backrest. The RS7 is equipped with the latest MMI or multimedia interface that Audi has to offer. It's very easy to use. It has a hidden screen which provides a real clean look. The use of carbon fiber continues from the outside into the interior. As you can see, beautiful carbon fiber laid into the dash, the middle console, and even the door panels themselves. The gauge layout is very clean. You have a TFT type of display in the middle, and you have a 2-gauge cluster. The steering wheel is very comfortable. One thing, the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, they're plastic, and it'd be nice if at least they felt a little bit solid or they were metal. Other than that, sitting in the driver's seat, you really feel like you're in a cockpit of this vehicle. It's very comfortable and very functional. In the back, there are 2 seats with ample legroom. The headroom is a little bit limited due to the slope of the fastback roof. Now note, on the S7 and the RS7, they only carry 4 passengers. The A7 carries 5. Many people would have different uses for this vehicle, so I decided how the RS would handle a family of 4. Now let's face it, why wouldn't you drive a car like this every day, all year round, especially with the Quattro all-wheel drive? Anyways, it handled everyone and all the cargo with no sweat. Keep in mind that car seats take up a lot more room, and kids without car seats would have much more legroom. If you don't think this would be suitable for a family vehicle or to carry kids, look at this. The driver has access to electronic child locks to lock the rear doors from the inside. Driving the RS around town is very similar to driving the S7 around town because they both share a V8, 4-liter V8 engine direct injected with twin turbos, except the S7 has 450 horsepower and this RS7 has 560. So let's check it out. Upon starting, you hear that nice growl. You have a little bit of a gurgle. When it decelerates, oh, that's nice. Well, the nice thing about driving it on the street is with all that power and all that torque, this car is very civilized to drive around town or just as comfortable on the highway. It has an adjustable air suspension, and with the Audi Drive Select, you can choose from comfort, auto, dynamic for more sporty drive, or you can go into individual where you can adjust what steering you want, what suspension level you want, everything like that. Around town, you can put it into comfort mode, you can go pick up the kids, go make a trip to IKEA, what have you. Now, if you really want to wake the beast up though, all you do, we put it into dynamic mode, put the transmission into sport mode, and this thing moves. Man, oh man, does it move. Now all that power is put through the Audi Quattro all-wheel drive system, and with this vehicle it has a single clutch transmission. It's not a dual clutch, and it's an 8-speed single clutch. Apparently with this much power they had to go with a more traditional transmission. The shifts are very, very quick and quite crisp. Yes, they would be quicker if you had a dual clutch setup. For most people that just want some spirited drive, you're probably not going to take this on the track. I think it's more than adequate. Now, I can't tell you how this vehicle handles in a high-speed environment like on a racetrack because we're on public streets right now. But what I can tell you are these brakes work amazing. And most cars in this class, that is overlooked. People are all concerned about the horsepower or the acceleration. Well, the brakes are very important. When you get this much speed and this much power, you need to stop quick. Now let's talk about numbers. 0 to 60, 3.7 seconds. Top speed, 174 miles per hour. That latter number, that's not relevant to most people unless you live beside an Autobahn. That brings me to my next thought. There's nowhere to drive this thing. A simple flex of my toe and I'm in excessive speeding numbers already. 40 kilometers over the speed limit here, where we are here. And what does that do? That rewards me with probably about a $3,000 fine and a trip to the impound yard on a flatbed. Put your foot really into it, well, you could be looking at sitting in jail and have your license taken away permanently. Now, saying that, that doesn't mean that I don't want a car like this. I would still love to have a car like this. It's just that if you have this much power, you don't have to always use it. It just makes a regular drive a little bit more interesting. Now, if you're wondering, what does it cost to get yourself into an RS7? Well, the starting price, $116,000. This one here, with everything equipped with the Bang & Olufsen stereo, the carbon fiber, night vision, lots of other things, is $138,000. It's not cheap, but you're getting a lot of car for the money. If you compare that to, let's say, a Porsche Panamera, which is a 4-door with a similar amount of power and a hatchback, you're going to be looking at quite a bit more money on that. If you're in the market for something sporty, luxurious, crazy fast, and has utility, the RS7 could be the car for you. And if you're really in that market, have fun test driving this car and all of its competitors.